Greetings to you, dear partners, investors, and of course, viewers of our channel. Today, we have another episode of our public portfolio. And today, this is already our 7th episode. My name is ETH Purchase, and I am the founder of the RVB Group Investment Cryptocurrency Fund. And for the first time in the long history of our fund, we decided to launch a public portfolio where we openly show what we buy, how much we buy, and when we will sell. Our goal is simply to go from $100 to $100,000. In just 1 year, every week, we make purchases for $100. And today is another one of those days. Make yourselves comfortable and we'll get started. As of today, we have 12 assets in our portfolio. And today, there's a pretty significant drawdown happening, which could possibly get even deeper. And at this moment, I wouldn't want to add any new assets. But next time, we will definitely add new assets. Today, we will be making purchases in equal parts, distributing them among these 12 assets. So we divide $100 by 12 coins, which means we get $8.30. That's the amount we will use to buy the assets that are already in our public portfolio. Be sure to watch this video until the end, because at the end of this video, we will check what our account balance is. Right now, the market is experiencing a pretty significant decline, and many assets have dropped by 20, 30, 40, 50%, or even more. Now let's see how much our public portfolio has dropped, or maybe even grown. We'll take a look at the coins that might be in profit or at a significant loss. The first asset we'll be adding to our public portfolio is called DOT. DOT once reached about $54 back in 2021. Today, DOT is priced at $2.60. Even if DOT just returns to its previous all-time high, that's already a very, very good profit. That's about 18, almost 19 times your money. I know that DOT has a strong foundation. It has massive trading volumes, a strong team, and a solid product. That's why we're buying the DOT coin. We select DOT. We're using a market order. We enter the amount 8.3 and click Buy DOT. So we've successfully purchased DOT coins. We move on and write down 17. November 2025, and we write down the coin DOT. The amount is 8.3. The quantity we got is 311, and the purchase price came out to 266.8. Now let's move on to buying the next asset. The next asset we're going to add to our public portfolio is called Solana. Actually, my technical analysis skills and market knowledge tell me that there will be a dip and it will go even deeper, especially after certain signals. We have some thoughts that it could drop all the way down to $70, maybe even $60 because there's a triple top here, or even a head and shoulders pattern. In our case, this part is a bit higher, so it looks more like a head and shoulders. And if that pattern plays out well, it could go much lower, so Solana could be around $70. That's why I wouldn't buy it for our public portfolio right now, or rather, I wouldn't add it to my own portfolio at this moment. I would wait for the dip. But since our public portfolio follows a strategy where we buy on a regular basis, of course, we will be buying Solana today as well. Although this is the market and it can turn around at any moment, at any time, this can happen very quickly. Suddenly, in the blink of an eye, we write down Solana, enter 8.3, and click Buy Solana. The purchase is complete. We add Solana to our public portfolio. The amount of LARD we got was 0.64, and the purchase price in the salon is $129.59. The next cryptocurrency asset we will be buying in our public portfolio is called Ton Strong Project Coin, Telegram, Pavel Durov. I repeat, everyone knows who Pavel Durov is, what products he creates, how much Ton is worth now. I think this is a very, very good purchase price. We have a search, how convenient everything is on, but the Bejana BingX, we type in 8.3 here. We click Buy Ton and the purchase is complete. 8.3 is the amount of ton, and we ended up with 4.8, and the purchase price was $1,729. Friends, the BingX exchange offers great opportunities for buying with minimal fees. Here, you can buy with 0 commission, 0% fees. Where else do you see that on other exchanges? There's Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, and BNB. Those are the assets we multiply in our cryptocurrency fund. And with our promo code, you'll have access to even more of these assets. And of course, you'll receive some nice bonuses. So go ahead and follow the link, register on this exchange. The next asset we're going to add to our public portfolio is called Optimism. Optimism is currently at its absolute lowest levels, although it still has room to drop even further. It's also quite a promising project. At its peak in February and March 2024, it was once worth about $5. And right now, it's experiencing a good decline. Here we can see there's a triple top which has already played out quite well. So this token also has potential. 8.3 buy optimism. Done. The purchase is complete. Let's record it. Amount 8.3. And the quantity we have is 2,305. The purchase price is 36 cents. Now the next crypto asset we're adding to our public portfolio is called STRK, STRKnet token. We can see that it's already starting to perform very well with increased volumes and a pretty strong breakout. I think the STRK token could shoot up by at least 10 times, meaning it could return to its previous highs, which is $2, and that would already be a 10 times gain. So we're moving on and happily buying, even adding more at the current prices, our STRK token. We enter 8.3 and click buy STRK. STRK has been bought at 8.3. We ended up with a quantity of 40.31, and our purchase price came out to 0.2059. And of course, with the current dip, we're happily adding more Ethereum to our portfolio. By the way, how do you like Ethereum's performance? For those of you who watch our regular episodes, by the way, let me remind you that every week we record video reviews of the cryptocurrency market for our partners, investors, and of course, viewers of our channel, where we share our analysis, show where the market is heading, what we're buying and selling, and what entry and exit points we see. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned. It's going to be useful. We enter 8 and 3 and click buy now. 8 and 3. It bought for us at 8.05 because it was a market order and the price jumped at that moment. 8.05. Just like that. It's not critical, but let's record it the way it actually bought for us. Purchase amount is 0.0027, order executed at 2.983. The next cryptocurrency asset we're adding to our public portfolio is called Morpho. Morpho is a new and promising project. We're accumulating it in our public portfolio. Good price. 8.3, and we click buy Morpho. 8.3 executed at 4.63, and our purchase price is 1.79. 1.79, done. Next, we're buying EIGEN. We started buying EIGEN with you somewhere around here. The first EIGEN we bought was at 1.34. 1.34, which means somewhere around here. So EIGEN has dropped by about 53% for us. Can you imagine? 53%. We enter 8.3 and click buy. Done. The purchase went through. Quantity is 13.09 and our purchase price is 0.634. The MNT token, mental, we're adding more to our public portfolio. There was a good breakout from the double bottom, a perfectly executed move. And now the finalization of the corrective movement is happening. We enter 8.3 and click buy MNT. We ended up with a quantity of 7.49. Our average purchase price came out to 1.1. And now we're adding more to our regular hyperliquid portfolio. The purchase was made for 8 USDT. Did I record 8.5 for Ethereum? Why aren't you reminding me? We ended up with a hype quantity of 0.21, and our purchase price came out to 38. Now we're buying more of the MMT token, which had a very dynamic rise and then dropped quite a bit. Let's see how this turns out. The token also has good potential, but again, we'll see how the market maker continues to drive it. 8.3. Click buy. Quantity is 27 and the price is 0.3074. 0.3074. And the last token we're adding to our public portfolio is called Hadro or HBAR. After that, we'll check the current balance of our public portfolio for today. And we're buying it with the entire amount for today. That's today's volume. HBAR was the luckiest today. Our purchase amount is 9.33. We ended up with 65 coins. And our purchase price was 0.143. 0.143. Now, we're going to transfer the Ethereum coin that we recently bought on spot to a perpetual Futures M account, and we'll be adding to our long position right now. Done. Let's go to Futures M, select Ethereum. As you can see, we're currently at minus $24 with 90 contracts. Now, let's make a purchase at the current price. The previous order we placed at $3,300 was successfully executed. And we can see that 2 more contracts were added to our purchase here. And we also have another open order at $2,900. Our average opening price for today is $4,100. Our mark price is $2,978. And the expected liquidation price is around $2,000. Well, let's even do this. I'd probably also place an order at $2,760 so we can buy more Ethereum for a long position. And we click open. Here we can see that we have two open orders. One is for 2 contracts, which is 20 USDT, and one is for 1 contract, about 10 USDT. The prices are $2,900 and $2,760. Now let's take a look at our public portfolio. What is the current amount on it? As of today, our balance is 556 USDT. So our drawdown isn't as big compared to how much the entire cryptocurrency market has dropped right now. By 40, 50, 60% or even more. In fact, we have invested together. $600. Today we added another $100. So for now, we're counting from $600. Friends, our drawdown is about 24%. That's not that much. So it's at least half as much as the market has dropped. That's why we're following a strategy of making regular purchases every week. And we believe that this strategy is as successful as possible. We've been in the cryptocurrency market for almost 10 years now. Since 2016, when I entered the cryptocurrency market, I was buying my first Bitcoins at prices between $450 and $1,000. And as of today, we have had a functioning cryptocurrency fund since 2020. We multiply our investors' Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, and USDT with returns of approximately 3 to 8% per month. So if you're interested in collaborating or investing with our fund, there's a link to the bot in the description as well as technical support. Feel free to ask questions. Friends, I want to thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching this episode to the end, for your likes and comments. See you in future episodes. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Stay in touch. Bye.